Hi guys, it's Jennifer with One Crafty Sister for Monday Night Live. How are you doing today on this Monday? I thought the weather was so nice today. It got a little warm, but it was so nice I could have sat outside in the grass. I don't know. I kind of love that in between weather. I don't like it super cold and I don't like it super hot. So let me know, oops, when you're here. I am going to, like I always do, go share this with my group. So if you are here, let me know that you're here so I can say hi for a minute. Because you know, once I get going, I can't pay attention to comments very much and crafting. So I like to say hi now, and then I will come back through at the after the video and do some commenting and replying. So hello. So let me know you're here. Oh wow, hi Soraya. I think that's how you pronounce your name, right? Let me know if that is right. We've never talked in person, just on Facebook Messenger. So hello. Okay, let me share this. All right, so we are going to get going tonight. I know it's still populating in the feed a little. Hi, Madeline. Happy Monday. Okay, so tonight we are going to make a really fun peekaboo card. For those of you who, if this is your first time, I know I still see some eyeballs changing, so hasn't quite populated in everyone's feed yet, but my name is Jennifer Hill, and this is One Crafty Sister Monday Night Live. So I'm here every Monday night at 8 o'clock making a quick and simple project that you could take and replicate at home with your own supplies. And last week we had a super duper fun, I issued you guys a challenge. So I don't know if you remember. Oh, it's out in my classroom. Yes, last Monday I made that super cute card with the strips of paper, and then I cut out a heart and I made a tag for the candy bag as a Valentine's Day treat. And I challenged you guys to make your own version of it and then join my Facebook group, the VI Peeps, and post your own version of it. And I was going to give a prize drawing. I was going to put everyone in there that participated in a drawing, and I have a present to give away, and I'm going to do the drawing right now on live TV, on Facebook Live. Now, I haven't figured out in this program how to share my screen. I've got everyone's names on a random name picker. It's like a little wheel. And let me show. How does this happen? How does this happen every Monday? This is just real life, y'all. I come on in here for Monday Night Live, and one of the things I always do is I make sure my desk is clean and I get my product out, whatever I'm going to use for my project, and then I go to say something about it, and I'm like, where the heck is it? Did I set something on top of it? I have this really cute package that's going to someone. So I am going to spin the wheel that you can't see, but there are 6 people that participated in the challenge on the VI Peeps group, and I'll just scroll through their names: Dana McClelland, Teresa Chandler, Karen Cobb, Kat Cramp, Kathy McDonald, and Melissa Winko. So they made their versions of the strippy card, paper strip card, of any way they wanted to. Some really cute cards. And I'm going to draw right now before we get started tonight. You can probably hear it go tick, tick, tick. And Cat Cramp is our winner. Yay, Cat Cramp. So I'm going to be sending out the cutest little package that's here somewhere in the cutest little black and white bag to her tomorrow. Where the heck did I put it? So Cat Cramp won that, so we'll be getting that in the mail to her. So congratulations, Cat Cramp. And pay attention tonight because I'm going to give you guys another challenge tonight to make a card using the technique I'm going to show you guys tonight. So we are going to make what I have coined a peekaboo card. I think it is considered that, a peekaboo card, because it has a window, and the window you can see from the front and see into the inside of the card. And so this is a super simple card. The one I'm going to show you, actually a friend of mine, Jeanne Kooker, designed, and I loved it. I had to make one just like hers. So this one is just like hers, and I'm going to show you how to make it tonight, but use some different paper and stuff. But this is the card. Super cute and simple. But, and it's P.S. I love you, and I'm going to show you this stamp set. It's one of my favorite stamp sets. But on the inside, so you see this is the heart. You open it up, and the heart's inside. Peekaboo! That's why it's a peekaboo card. So it's not so hard to make, and you can do this with any shape, okay? So we're going to use the, I'll show you in a minute what we're going to use. But peekaboo card. So this, super cute. I'm going to show you the products that we're going to make this with, and if there's something on this list that you want to add to your collection, then take a note of the host code. Whoops, right up there. That's the January host code, and the link for my online store is down below the video, so you can always shop with that host code in January. 4TYJCDFY. So it's also down there, but if you need to write it down, and I'll share it one more time before we log off here tonight. But let's get rid of that for right now, and let's get to crafting. Okay, so here is that super cute peekaboo card. Let me show you the products, and I'll tell you the measurements in case you want to make this with me tonight, or if you want to watch the replay. I'm going to be using this stamp set, the Ridiculously Awesome stamp set. This is one of my favorite stamp sets in the annual catalog, and my friend Rhonda Wade, when she earned her $1 million in Stampin' Up, she got to help design this with the CEO's husband, who does graphic art. And anyway, so this is one of my favorite stamp sets, and this is the little P.S. I love you that we're going to use. And then we are going to use the Heart Punch Pack. So this is a punch pack that enables you to not only punch a heart, but also punch a scallop heart that layers perfectly with it, okay? So that's how this is done with the heart here. And then on the inside, this is the scalloped heart. So let me show you what products I'm going to use and the pieces I'm going to use for this. So I'm going to change up some of the colors. So this is just using black and white, and this is actually the True Love Designer Series paper that's in our mini catalog. And so I love it because it's got all these cool black and white graphic designs, but on the other side it's got these really cool florals, and you can color them and do all kind of fun things with them. So that's what's on here, but I wanted to use the really cute snail mail paper. Look at this adorable paper. This is also in the mini catalog, and let me just show you all the dang cute stuff that, I mean, look at all these projects. So it coordinates with the Snailed It bundle, but this paper is so cute, and we're also going to use these little resin hearts that are in there as well. So that's what we're going to use. That's on page 55 of the mini catalog. Okay, so here's those little cute resin hearts. I've got a piece of 4 1/4 by 11. This is Pool Party cardstock. I have a piece of 4 by 4 designer paper for the front. That's this piece here. I've got some other paper for the heart on the inside. I wanted this little squiggly print on the inside here. I'm going to use Bermuda Bay for my ink, and I've got my little Resin Hearts, and then I'm going to use the double stitch satin ribbon, the same satin ribbon that is used on the other card. And then we have that heart punch pack. These are the 2 heart punches that we're going to use. And the ridiculously awesome stamp set, and I have the P.S. I Love You all ready to go. One thing we need to do though before we start is we need to cut a little bit off of our card base and also score it. So I'm going to pull out my paper trimmer, and the first thing I'm going to do is score it at 5.5, just like I normally would for like a tent card. Okay, so you see that would be like a standard 4 1/4 by 11 tent card. And then I'm going to cut off, where's my sample card? I think, let me make sure how much I'm going to cut off. I'm pretty sure that it was, oops, I need to go down here. 1 1/4. Yep, we're going to cut off 1 1/4 inch from one end. Okay, so that's 1 1/4 inch. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. That's going to go in my scrap bins that are right underneath me on my work table. All right, so I love the color combo of Pool Party or Coastal Cabana. Any of these aquas colors and red and pink really looks cute together. So let me show you how I did the punching through both of these. Now, you could potentially punch through both pieces of paper, but I find that sometimes when you do that, you get into trouble with a jammed paper punch or something. So I don't like to get a jammed paper punch. So the way I did this was I took my regular heart punch. So we are punching out of the piece that we cut the 1 1/4 off. I am going to put it in all the way till it hits inside, and I'm just going to line the edge up right over here on the right, so it's right along the edge of the punch. So I'm going to press down a little bit just to get a little grip on the paper, and then I'm going to punch that heart out. So I've got that part done, and now to punch this, okay, a couple things. Like, you want your paper to look like this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my paper over and I'm going to line it up. Now I put it like this because this is the orientation. Since my print goes in one direction, okay, I'm putting it like this to make sure I have my paper in the right direction. So I'm flipping it over and I'm going to hold it so that I have that nice 1/8 of an inch border around. It's kind of hard. Let me just flip it over so you can see. So my goal is to have an equal border on all 4 sides, okay? But I want my hearts facing the other direction. So when I have it where I want it, I am going to hold on to it but flip my card over, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that window as a guide to slide my paper punch back in right there. So you're using it as a guide to cut out your designer series paper. All right, so now when you take this and you line them up, not only is your heart in the right place, but you should have a nice border all around your 4 sides. Now we're going to set those aside because we'll do something with them here. I'm going to go ahead and take some liquid glue and adhere this layer to my card front. Now the reason I'm using liquid glue as opposed to a tape runner or something like that is I want to get some glue kind of over here. I also want to have the ability to slide my paper a little bit, and glue is more forgiving than tape runner. You can't really slide when you put tape runner down, but when you have glue, see, you've got a little bit of wiggle room before the glue dies, or before the glue dries. We hope it doesn't die. Okay. Sometimes I like, when I use glue, I like to just turn it over and give it a nice little press. All right, so that should be good there. Now what I want is I want this paper peeking through there. I just thought that would be really cute. So this again is from that Snail Mail Designer Series paper. So I'm going to take the scallop heart and I am going to punch that heart out. And I'm going to use liquid glue again to help us out. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay my heart here and just kind of make sure that it looks even. Look at that cute snail. The back side of this paper, guys, is so cute. These little snails are so cute, and they're die cuts that match him, or you can just snip him out with with your paper snips. But isn't that so cute? All right, so I've got my heart in place. I've got my heart in place. Is your heart in place? Is it in the right place? Okay. All right, so add some liquid glue there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom of the card and I'm just going to fold it over and press. So now it should be in the perfect spot. Okay. Now I am going to stamp down here, but I'm going to do my ribbon a little different than on this card because I'm using her card as like my main example, but I want to mix it up just a little bit. So first I'm going to stamp our sentiment right down here. Remember I said we were going to use Bermuda Bay ink. And so I'm going to stamp that right down here on the bottom. Give it a nice solid push. Okay. And then we need to take that little tiny resin dot and put it on that I for the PS I love you. Grabbing my handy dandy, take your pick tool. All these fun gadgets. You guys know I love gadgets. Not just in my craft room, but everywhere in my house. Okay, so we got that. Look how cute. Oh, he's a little crooked. Let's fix him a little bit. Can't have a crooked heart. Okay, so there is that part. And now I'm going to take the ribbon, and I kind of wanted to tie a bow here instead of up there, just for something different on this one. Actually, I'm going to go this way. So when I'm doing my own projects, like working on my own things, versus like if I'm cutting stuff for a class, I will cut you guys when you attend one of my classes or you attend one of my virtual events. I will give you either a whole bolt of ribbon and you can cut off what you want as part of your class, or I'll give you just a piece. When I do mine at home on my own, I actually very rarely take the ribbon off the roll. I find myself just using the end of it and then cutting it off the roll after I tie my bow. Okay, so I want a bow right here. Now I was just going to show you guys my tip in case you haven't seen it before. Sometimes it's hard to tie a bow because you can't hold it because you need like a third hand, and then you lose the tautness of your ribbon, right? So I like to use a glue dot to help with that. It kind of gives you that third hand. So I'm going to put a glue dot right on the tip. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of blurry. On the tip of my Take Your Pick tool. And where I want the center, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys so you can see it a little better. Okay, where I want the center of my bow, right there where I would hold tight, I am going to take my glue dot and stick it right underneath. So when you do that, you can let go and it doesn't lose it because it's stuck there now to the glue dot. So it kind of does give you that extra third hand. So now I can just focus on tying my loops and not worry about also holding it tight. Okay, this ribbon makes the cutest bows. It's really nice and taut. Okay, so there, whoops, now I can zoom out again a little bit for you guys. Okay, so now you can see I wanted it in a little different spot than the other one. So there is that cute little card. So all you need is a quarter sheet of designer series paper, or I'm sorry, a quarter sheet. What am I saying? Half sheet of cardstock and a 4x4 designer series paper. Now, ideally, you could find a print that you could use both sides of. For instance, like this paper is one of our free papers that you can get right now out of our Celebration catalog. So this one is called the Flower and Field Designer Series paper. And you could totally punch your heart out. Put this paper here. Here, let me show you. If you punch the heart out of that paper, you could then turn the heart around and have that in your peekaboo. Instead of using the scallop, you could just use the solid heart and you would just stick it right inside the heart there to glue it down on your card. And then you could cut it out of your 4x4. So then you're using that whole 4x4 sheet to not only do this heart, but do the opening here and use the front. So that is, you know, when you have papers that the backs coordinate so well. I wasn't using the snails on this, but you could totally use this on one side and punch out that heart and have that peeking through behind for your snails. So it's a fun way to use your double-sided paper, 12 by 12 paper, to come up with some really cute cards. What do you think? Could you make a peekaboo card? Because that is the challenge that I'm issuing to you. I'm issuing you a challenge. So I would love to see your peekaboo cards. So with any type of shape punch or die, you could do this with dies as well. It doesn't have to just be with a paper punch. You could even do it with a paper trimmer and cut out a square, a rectangle, without having any paper punches or dies. So you could totally make it with any color or any type of cutting tool that you can, okay? So what I would love is for you guys to make your peekaboo card and make sure that you've joined my VIP groups, my VIPeeps group. The link is down there, and share it. I'm going to post and pin it up to the top, a creative challenge for this week. And when you post it in that group, just use the hashtag #GetStampin'. We want to see you guys getting stampin'. Get stamping, having some fun. And so, yeah, share them over there. I'm going to do another drawing next week and send a fun prize to someone who participates. So everyone who does that is going to be entered into the drawing. And so speaking of participating, while you're here, I see some of you have left messages, and I'll come back and say hello to each of you, but it makes my heart swell when I see little hearts and thumbs up and comments. So if you like what I shared tonight, make sure you make me feel good by sending me some love with some hearts and thumbs up, and plan to come back next Monday. Now, before you go, a couple things. I just want to remind you, here's that host code right up there. If any of these items speak to your heart and you want to get some things in to make some Valentines before February 14th, that is the host code for online shopping, and you can shop at onecraftysister.com, or you can contact me directly via Facebook Messenger or text or email. And I'm going to be making a fun Peekaboo flap card using the cute Oval Occasions bundle. So this is our new double oval punch. So I'm working on a super cute card using this bundle. And this is the bundle that is featured in my card club for the month of February. So we are going to be making 4 precious cards using this Oval Occasions. Look at this. There's all kind of fun things for all the card giving needs that you have throughout the year. And you will want to sign up for Card Club because it's fun in Card Club. It's more fun because you get presents every month, and you can do it in person. You can do stamp to go, or you can get it to go in the mail and do it in the comfort and safety of your own home. So why wouldn't you give it a try? It's so fun. There is no requirement to stay, but when you do stay for 6 months, I am going to give you a shopping spree for $25 of anything you want out of the catalog. So you should check it out and sign up before the 15th of February. That's the cutoff to be included in February's card club. Okay, so that link is also shared below. All the important information is always shared right below. So I hope you guys have a, oh, hold on, I hear you. Is that better, Madeline? Madeline said that my host code was partially covered by the live banner. See, I don't see it from Facebook. I see it from in my app, so thank you. Maybe I just need to put it right here. Is that better? Can you see it now? I'm in a silly mood tonight, guys. So let's get rid of that over there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Peekaboo cards. Peekaboo. And I hope that you take the challenge and make a Peekaboo card and share it over in my VI Peeps group. So have a wonderful night, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday right here, same place, same time. See you guys later. Good night.